Okay, so we were discussing continuity and differentiability, which we have already covered. Yesterday, we have also discussed the test portion. Let's do quickly the next chapter. That is application of derivative, right? Right? Okay, let's start. Okay, you all can see my screen, right? The whiteboard, is it visible? Yes or no? Can you see the whiteboard? Let me know whether it is visible or not. I don't know what is happening. Whether you can see my whiteboard or not.
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Okay, let's take questions. Okay, so the first question I have, like few question I have taken from previous year question paper of board exam, obviously. So let's solve those question from application of derivative. Okay. While doing the questions only, we will be discussing the concept if in detail. So let's take the questions. So the first question we are having is a man 1.6 meter tall walks at the rate of 0.3 meter per second away from a street light that is 4 meter above the ground at what rate is the tip of his shadow moving, and also we have to find at what rate is his shadow lengthening. Okay, so here it's given that, just a moment. Okay, so here it's given that a man 1.6 meter tall walks at the rate of 0.3 meter per second away from a street light that is 4 meter above the ground. So we are having a street light that is 4 meter above the ground. Okay, and a man who is 1.6 meter tall walks at the rate of, so he is walking, okay, he is walking at the rate of 0.3 meter per second. Let's say this is y. Okay, this distance is y, distance between man and the street light. This distance is y, so it's given that the man walks at the rate of 0.3 meter per second. So here it's given that dy over dt is 0.3 meter per second away from the street light, as we can see in the figure. At what rate is the tip of his shadow moving? So we have to find at what rate the tip of the shadow is moving. Okay. So basically when this is the street line, so like at a certain point of time man is here. Okay. When the man is here, this will be the, like, this will be the shadow. This is the shadow. Okay. After that, maybe this is the straight line and the man is here now. Okay, or in the same figure, if I want to show, now this is the man. After a certain point of time the man is here now, and where is the shadow? This is the shadow. So we have to find, this is the shadow in front of the man. So we have to find how the tip of shadow, this tip of shadow, this is the tip of the shadow, at what rate the tip of the shadow is moving. That's what we have to find here. Okay, after that we also have to find at what rate his shadow is lengthening. So we will be doing that after a while. First let's find at what rate is the tip of the shadow is moving. So as we have discussed over here how exactly the shadow will be, so we can locate the shadow over here. We can say that, we can say that this is the shadow. Let's say this is the shadow of the man. Okay, which is now at this point of time it's x meter long. Okay, and here we are getting triangle with the help of this figure only. Okay, like this we are getting a triangle. With the help of this figure only we will be finding both the things. Now let me know what to do over here at first. Anyone? What we need to find here, what we have to find here, if in the question it's written that at what rate, if in the question it's written that at what rate is the tip of his shadow moving, then what exactly we have to find here at first? X we have to find dx over dt, as I have shown, tip of the shadow is moving. If you will focus on the figure, now only we were discussing that if the man is here, here we are having the shadow, tip of shadow. If the man is here, here we are having the tip of shadow. That means tip of shadow moving, the rate at which tip of the shadow is moving, will it be dx over dt, or it will be dx plus y over dt? Will be the first one. For the first case, what we need to find? Is it dx over dt or dx plus y over dt? Anyone? Anyone from here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What we have to find here?
Dx by dt.
Dx by dt. For the second case, yes, everyone agreeing with him. We have to find dx over dt for the first case. What about the second case? At what rate is his shadow lengthening? Shadow lengthening, we have to find dx over dt. Shadow's length, the rate at which the length of the shadow is moving. But when the tip of the shadow, that means from the pole, this is the tip. At what rate the tip of the shadow is moving. Again, I would repeat that at a certain point of time, maybe the tip of shadow was here, the red point. After a certain point of time, maybe this was the tip of the shadow. After a point, maybe this was the tip of shadow. After like uh,
E
like
of x plus y
after,
by
yeah,
derivative of x plus y by dt.
exactly. So if you are understanding that the point is moving, the, the person just moving away from the street light. So at a certain point of time, the person was here. He is moving, again moving, again moving, again moving, moving. That means the way he is moving, the tip of the shadow is also moving. So for finding the rate at which tip of the shadow, at what rate exactly tip of the shadow is moving, we have to find dx plus y over dt. What we know over here, dy dt. What we have to find here for the first case, tip of the shadow is moving, dx plus y over dt. Is it possible to find just with the help of dy dt? Dx plus y over dt means what? Differential equation. Yesterday only we were discussing, and it is like it's clear to you all. So you understand that dx plus y over dt, d by dt, if we will do for x plus y, this is nothing but dx by dt plus dy by dt. We already know dy by dt, but what about dx by dt? That we have to find. How we'll be finding dx over dt, anyone? How we will find dx over dt?
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem. Okay, Pythagoras theorem, if we will apply for which triangle? For the bigger triangle, then we know
Smaller
only
one
this 4.
by
Here
proving
x
the
plus y
congruence.
is there. And hypotenuse we don't know. Will it work? Pythagoras theorem. We can
No,
say hypotenuse square if we will name it A, B, C, D. So with the help of Pythagoras theorem for triangle ABD, we can write AB square is equals to AB square plus BD square is equals to the hypotenuse AD square. Here what we know, we just know AB. BD we don't know, AD we don't know. Then what to do if this is point E? Better than that, can we use a similar triangle concept? You all are familiar with similar triangle concept, which you have done in class 10. Yeah, class 10. So similar triangle we will be able to use over here. Why?
a
Because we
congruent.
can see, yeah, we can see the smaller triangle and the bigger triangle. These two are similar triangle. We can see over here, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. What is the criteria for similar triangle? Two angles has to be same, or one angle and the ratio of two sides has to be same. Okay, so here we are getting this angle same, and there is a common angle D which is there in the smaller triangle, and angle D is there in the bigger triangle also. So hence triangle DEC is similar to triangle ABC, BD. Since these two triangles are similar, why? Because two angles, angle similarity criteria. So we can write now that one of the side of a smaller triangle over one of the side of the bigger triangle, that is x plus y, is equals to another side of a smaller triangle over another side of bigger triangle. Is it clear to you all? From here we will get one relation, like a equation having x and y. Is it clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Let's simplify it. Here we'll be having 4x is equals to 1.6x plus 1.6y. Okay, this 1.6x we need to just shift it over here. 4x minus 1.6x is equals to 1.6y, which will be 4 minus 1.6. Let me know what we will have. 4 minus 1.6 is what? Quickly. 4 minus 1.6. It's
2.4.
3 point
2.4.
2.4.
3.4 exactly. Or 2.4 you are saying?
2.4.
2.4.
Yeah. Is equals to 1.6 y. So x is equals to 1.6 by 2.4 y. If we will just
4.
remove the decimal from here, it will be 16 over 24 y. X is equals to 4 times 16, 6 times 24, 2 by 3 y. We got one relation, we got one equation, like where we are having a relation between x and y. Okay, x equals to 2 by 3y. We know dy dt, so let's differentiate both sides, because here we need dx dt. If you understand why we started doing all the things, because we just need dx dt, dy dt we already know. Okay, so for getting dx dt, we need to differentiate both sides with respect to t, with respect to time t, is equals to 2 by 3 dy dt. dy dt is already given in the question that the person is moving at the rate of 0.3 meter per second. So the person is moving at the rate of 0.3 meter per second. And this is how we will be getting dx over dt. 0.2, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
We got dx dt as a 0.2. We know dy dt as a 0.3. At what rate the tip of the shadow is moving? The tip is
0.5.
moving at the rate of 0.5 meter per second. Yeah, meter per second. Okay, this is for the tip of the shadow moving. We have to do the next part also. At what rate his shadow lengthening? This is talking about the length of the shadow, which we have assumed as a x. So the length of the shadow is moving at the rate of, like, dx dt, which we have already found. We just need to write it here. What was that? 0.2. So the length of the shadow is moving at the rate of 0.2 meter per second. Is it clear to everyone? Let me know, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
When we will be taking, like how we will be taking the cases, when how exactly the tip of the shadow is moving, and how exactly, what about the length of the shadow. Please don't get confused, because differentiation and everything you will be able to do. Similar triangle concept also you will be able to apply. Only you just need to understand what exactly the question is asking. Okay, let's move ahead. Next question we are having is the sides.
Ma'am, can you
Yeah,
scroll up? Right.
yeah, sure. This one
Can you
or
show?
the similar triangle concept.
Can you show the question?
Here, is it okay now?
No, I'm just a question, ma'am.
Question. Okay. I believe this question was
Yes,
there
ma'am.
in question paper in the year. Let me check. In like previous year only, it was there.
Yes, ma'am.
Done.
Yes.
Let's move ahead. The sides of an equilateral triangle are increasing at the rate of 2 centimeter per second. Find the rate at which its area increases when side is 10 centimeter long. Okay, here we are having one equilateral triangle. All the lateral, all the sides are same. That's what we know about equilateral triangle. If this is x, this will be x, this will be x. So the side of an equilateral triangle increasing at the rate of 2 centimeter per second. So it is given that dx over dt is equals to 2 centimeter per second. Find the rate at which its area increases. So we have to find the rate at which area dA over dt. The rate at which area increasing, that's what we have to find. What is the formula for equilateral triangles area?
Root 3 by 4 into.
Exactly. So we know area of equilateral triangle root 3 by 4a square, right? A means side square. Let's do a is equals to root 3 by 4 x square. Let's do differentiate both side with respect to time t. So dA over dt is equals to root 3 by 4. This x square will become twice x. Since we are differentiating with respect to time t, it will be dx over dt over here. Okay, dx by dt we already know it is 2. So this is 2. This is 2x. Okay, x is also given when the side is 10 centimeter long. So we just need to substitute the values. 10 centimeter long side. This dx over dt is 2. Here root 3 by 4 dA over dt. So we got 10 root 3 from here. This is the rate at which area will increase. Okay, it was simple. Yeah, let's move ahead. Let's take another question. Okay, one more question is there which is related to equilateral triangle concept only, which says that the median of an equilateral triangle is increasing at the rate of 2√3 centimeter per second. Find the rate at which its side increasing. So the median of an equilateral triangle increasing at the rate of this. We are having one equilateral triangle ABC. Let's say the side is x again. Here we are having one median. Let's say this is the median. Median means it will touch at the midpoint of the side BC. Okay, BD is equals to DC. That's what uh, is the meaning of median. So here the question says the median of an equilateral triangle is increasing at the rate of 2√3 centimeter per second. The median is increasing at this rate. Okay, if this length is y, then dy over dt is equals to 2√3 centimeter per second. Find the rate at which its length is increasing. Do we know any, do we have any formula which is related to median and the length of equilateral triangle? Just a moment. Yeah, do we have any formula which is related to median and side of an equilateral triangle?
Ma'am, half into base into it.
Half into base into height. This is the formula for area of the triangle. 1/2 into base into height.
Here also.
Median means we will drop up like a line from any of the vertex and that will touch the midpoint of the other side. That's what the meaning of the median. So when we are talking about equilateral triangle, this median is also the altitude. Okay, it will make 90 degree. That's what we have to understand over here, because in isosceles triangle we have learned one theorem which says that once we will drop the perpendicular, it will touch the midpoint of the other side, and at the same time this angle will also get bisected. Okay, that was for isosceles triangle. Or the converse of the same theorem was, if we will drop a line, a random line from any of the vertex, and if it will touch the midpoint of the other side, then there will be a 90 degree over here, and yeah, at the same time this angle will also get bisected. Since it was valid for isosceles triangle, it will also be valid for equilateral triangle, because here also we are having this side same. Okay, so let's use this concept that this median will also work as a altitude. Altitude means it will be having, it will make 90 degree with the base BC. Okay, since it will make 90 degree, now you can see Pythagoras theorem we can apply for triangle ABD, which is hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. What is base? Base is BD, and we know it is median, so this will become x by 2, this will become x by 2. The side x is getting cutted in two equal part, so it will be x by 2 whole square. Okay, if we will just keep all the x on one side, it will be x square minus x square by 4, that is y square. So 4x square minus x square over 4, that is y square. So that means 3x square by 4, that is y square. That means y is root 3 by 2 x square, x only, right? Y is root 3 by 2 only x, because 4 will come out from the square root sign and x will also come out. Root 3 square root will be there for 3 only. So we got this relation, which is this is the length of the median and this is the length of the side. We got one relation which is having one equation which is just having a relation between median and side of an equilateral triangle. Okay, so the length of median y is equals to root 3 by 2 into the side's length x. What we have to find? At what rate its side is increasing. Dx by dt we have to find. So we will be keeping x over there and 2 I am shifting to other side, root 3 also and y. Now we will be differentiating both sides with respect to the time t. Okay, so 2 by root 3. Here we'll be having dy dt. Here we will be having dx dt. At what rate the side is increasing? That means we have to find dx dt. Okay, here we will be having 2 by root 3 into 2 root 3 is equals to dx by dt. Root 3 gone. We are having dx dt is equals to 4. Can you see how exactly we solve this problem? We don't know. There is a formula, but this formula we have not used that much. There is a relation between median and the side. Okay, this formula we have not used like a lot of time. So we can just draw the figure. We will be able to figure it out that this medium will also work as a altitude. It will make 90-degree with the base. Okay, then Pythagoras theorem we can apply and we will be able to find out the relation between median and the side. Once we got the relation between median and the side, we just have to differentiate with respect to time and we will get the answer. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Let's move ahead.
Again, just scroll.
Yeah, sure. The question or the solution?
Solution last part.
This one?
Yes. Done.
Okay. The next question we are having, which is if f of x
Can you
is
scroll up?
yeah, scroll up.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay, do it and let me know.
Yes, mister.
Okay, let's move ahead. So the next question we are having is if f of x is equals to 1 by 4x square plus 2x plus 1, where x belongs to our real number, then find the maximum value of f of x. We have to find the maximum value of f of x. What to do? What to do over here?
Ma'am, differentiate.
Yeah, what?
Differentiate.
Differentiate, and then we'll be finding the critical point, and then we can apply the maybe the first derivative or second derivative test to get the maximum or minimum point, right? Yes or no? Let's differentiate. F dash x is equals to quotient rule we need to apply here. So 4x square plus 2x plus 1 times the v times u dash is nothing but 1, it's 0, minus 1 into 8x plus 2 over v square. Here we have applied quotient rule. Is it okay? We are having minus 8x plus 2 over 4x square plus 2x plus 1, that's whole square. Now critical point, to get the critical point, what we do, f dash x is equals to 0, that means minus 8x plus 2 over 4x square plus 2x plus 1, that's whole square, that is equals to 0. Whenever we are having such fraction, what we say that denominator can't be 0, that time the function is not defined at all, so we have to take the numerator, that is this is equals to 0. This will give x is equals to minus 2 over 8, that means x is equals to minus 1 by 4. Is it clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then let's apply first derivative test. X minus 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means 4, 0.25. That means minus 0.25. We'll be taking 1 point towards the left and 1 point towards the right. So minus 0.25. That means here we can take minus 1 and here we can take 0. Okay, let's see whether f dash x is positive or negative or what. Check f dash x at minus 1, f dash x, which is minus 8x plus 2 over 4x square plus 2x plus 1 whole square. Check it at x equals to minus 1. Please do it and let me know whether you are getting a positive result or a negative result. And f dash x at 0 also. What are you getting? Everyone doing it right? F dash x at x equals to minus 1. We just need to check whether it's positive or negative. And f dash
Minus
x at, yeah, what?
minus 1, we are getting positive.
Okay, positive. And here we'll be getting, let's see, 0 and everything 0. So here we are getting minus 2 by 1 square. So here we are getting negative. So positive and then negative. In this interval, we are getting positive.
It's increasing.
Yeah, increasing. And here we are getting negative. So when we are like our slope, like it is increasing at first and then decreasing. That means this is how it will look,
Point
and we
of
will be
maximum.
having maxima, right?
Yes.
We will be having maxima, the point of maxima, and that we have to find the maximum value It is asking for this x equals to minus 1 by 4 is the point of maxima. We have to find the maximum value. So for that, what we have to do for maximum value, what we will be doing? We got the point that x equals to minus 1 by 4 is the point of maxima. How to find the maximum value? Yes? Anyone?
Point of maxima in fx.
Huh?
Substitute the point of maxima in f of x.
Exactly. We need to find the value of the function at the point which we are saying it's a point of maxima. Okay, f of x we have to find at x equals to minus 1 by 4. F of x we have to find when x equals to minus 1 by 4, point of maximum. That will be the maximum value of the function. Okay, so 1 by 4x square plus 2x plus 1. Please do the calculation and let me know the answer quickly. Meanwhile, I am checking another question. Uh, you will be able to do the calculation, no? Let's move ahead with the next question, which is check whether the function f of r to r defined by f of x is equals to x cube plus x
Yes,
has,
obviously.
yeah,
The maximum value is 4 by
it is
4 by 3.
4 by 3.
Yes.
Everyone is getting the same answer, 4 by 3.
Ma'am, I got 9 by 8.
9 by
9 by 8.
8. Rest of the student, is it 4 by 3 or 9 by 8? Let me check. Into 1 by 16 plus this will be minus 2 by 4 plus 1. So we'll be having 4, 1 minus 2 plus 4. That is 4 minus 2, 2 plus 1, 3. I am getting 4 by 3. It will be 4 by 3 only. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Let's move ahead. So the next question is check whether the function f such that r to r defined by f of x equals to x cube plus x has any critical point or not. If yes, then find the point. We are having f of x equals to x cube plus x. We need to check whether this function is having any critical point or not. How to find the critical point? How we find the critical point? By doing
Differentiation.
exactly f dash x is equals to 3x square plus 1, that is equals to 0. That means x will be, what will be the value of x?
X is equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3.
Plus minus 1 by root 3. Let me check. Here we'll be having x square is equals to minus 1 by 3. And if we will remove the square, it will be plus minus 1 by 3 inside the root. And you know negative inside the root is not a real number. Okay, it will give imaginary number. Okay, and here the function is defined over r to r, real number. So critical point, is there any critical point in this? Like according to this criteria, does critical point exist? Is it real
No,
number? No, we are not getting critical point as a real number. It's imaginary number, hence there is no critical point. Okay, let's move ahead. Find the least value of the function f of x is equals to ax plus b by x. Now only we have found the maximum value. Here we have to find the least value. We will be doing it like that only. We will be finding f dash x, that is a plus b by x, that means x to the power minus 1. If we will do the derivative of that, what we will get? 1 by x derivative will
minus
be,
b by x square.
yeah, what?
Minus b by x square.
Exactly, minus b by x square. Okay, that is f dash x, that we will take is equals to 0. The way we take numerator, denominator can't be 0. Numerator we can take as a 0, but here we must have a denominator which is common denominator. So first we will solve it. X square, here we'll be having ax square minus b is equals to 0, which implies that ax square minus b is equals to 0. X square is equals to b by a, and x is equals to under root b by a. This is the main problem. Now, which, if we will apply the first derivative test, 1 point on the left, 1 point on the right, how we will take? B by a is there. Then what to do over here? If first derivative test
Substitute
fails, then
second derivative.
second derivative test. Exactly. I have double dash x. We will be differentiating this one directly because a is there and it will be easier. A is 0 minus b by x square will become
Plus 2b by x cube.
2b by x cube. Minus minus will become plus, right?
Yes,
Right? Now second derivative we are having at double dash x is equals to 2b by x cube. That we will check at root b by a. Check it. 2b by under root b by a, that's whole cube. It will be greater than 0, right?
yes, sir.
Right? And this is the point of minima, right?
Yes.
So we got that this is the point of minima. We have to find the least value of the function. So we will be able to find least value of the function at root b by a, the point, critical point, which is the point of minima. Ax plus b by x. Here we will be having a root b by a plus b over root b by a. Okay. We will be having under root ab over here, because this a will get cancelled with root a and remaining will be root a over here. And here what we will have, root b will cancel b and root b will be there, here also root ab. So is it 2 root AB? If this type of MCQ question you are getting, please be like make sure that this is how you have to simplify it and this is how we will be getting the answer. Is it 2 root AB? Okay, let's take another question. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Let's take another question. I'm giving one question as a homework, write it. Okay? The sum of the perimeters of a circle and a square is k, where k is some constant. Prove that the sum of their areas is least when the side of the square is double the radius of the circle. Okay, note down this question and do it as a homework. And let me know once you are done. We will be taking this question in the next class. Noted?